my YouTube channel. My name is Eliza at Eliza Journals. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So today we're going to be jumping right into decorating my minimalist weekly planner, August 11th through the 17th. I have not done this in a while, and I can tell that it has been forever. So I have no idea what my scissors are, but I'm just going to use these. So hopefully it doesn't take me too long to use those to cut. So I am using stickers from TaylorMade Creative Planning called Pages. This collection should still be in her shop because these are actually new collections that I'm actually decorating with. So my code is Eliza15. You can get 15% off, but right now she is running a 30% off sale. But by the time y'all see this video, it'll be over. So just use my code. But anyway, we're going to be using these. So this actually was like a whole collection, but I only got bits and pieces of the collection. I didn't get the whole kit. I only got the ink splashes, this like extra deco, of course the big florals, and then these little journaling pieces. So we're gonna get right into it. Of course, I always cut my florals in half, and I'll be using some of these. Man, this is so pretty. I absolutely love these. I think I'm gonna need my big scissors because this is not gonna work. It might, I don't know. So I wanted to use some washi, but y'all, I've been in this other room and the washi is like on the other side of the hallway where all my boxes are, but that is what it is. So I'm thinking about just covering up Sunday because I don't even really be doing anything on Sunday. And to be honest, when it gets to the weekend, I just noticed, like, if you see here, when it gets to the weekend, I don't even plan in it. So I'm thinking about just half covering this up a little bit because of its non-usage during the week. And I know I should be using it, but I'm not even using it. So let me know how your week has been. What have y'all been doing? And that's before I kind of share with y'all my life update. So basically, if no one knows, if you're new to my channel, my son is autistic. He goes to a special needs school by my job. So I live in Fulton County, but it's making it crooked. I live in Fulton County, but I work in like Henry County. So I was able to get him into like this special needs school where my job is. And he's been going there for like the last 2 years, and then like on a scholarship. And then so this year I guess they just decided that that maybe like I make too much money. I don't know what they mean by like that. I don't know, but it's basically, it's like a scholarship that goes by like your income. So in other words, they gave me $100. I have to laugh to keep from getting upset. Those people gave me $100 to put towards my son $19,000 tuition. So therefore I had to pull him out of school because I can't afford it. And if he were going to continue to go there, I think it was going to be like $800 a month. Like, I don't have that kind of money, so I'm just gonna have to like pull him out of the school. So of course my son, he was just kind of like upset or whatever, but I mean, in a way, he kind of like just understands, like, I don't have that kind of money. If I did, you could stay. But I don't have that kind of money. So it's no way I could just like, you can continue to go to school here. So so basically, yeah, y'all, I had to end up pulling him out of school and registering him in homeschool because he does not want to go to a traditional high school, which I can understand that because my son, like, he gets bullied and picked on and stuff like that. And when you're special needs, you don't really know how to, you don't really, I'm not going to say you don't know how to, but like, y'all, what am I doing? I think I could just put, okay. So he doesn't really know how to like stand up for himself like that. And we're not going to act like special needs kids or children do not get bullied in public school, because they do. Even by teachers, which is very sad. So I literally, okay, there we go. I literally went through that, his whole entire middle school situation. I was just like, and when I'm talking about teachers telling students like, you're just lazy and you're dumb and all this kind of stuff. Like, teachers do this. So I was just kind of like, all last week I was like stressed out because I'm like, what in the world am I gonna do? So my coworker has her son. Her son is also autistic, and her son goes to this academy called Acelis Academy. And she said that he was doing really well. And so I'm like, okay, well, maybe I could just try this for like a month and see, because my son just doesn't do well with independent instruction. Like, he just doesn't. So, and he hasn't had to do anything online since like middle school. And he just did not excel with independent instruction. So we're actually going to see how he does for 30 days. And he is insisting on not going to like a regular high school, which I can understand that, because he's like, I was like picked on when I was, they would call him, like, his peers will call him stupid, and y'all know how mean kids are, and teachers are mean too. Well, some of them. So he is called Acelis Academy. So, and of course it's not free, but they use something called vector technology, where it kind of helps children based on like their developmental level. So say for instance, he's taught a lesson, and then if he fails the lesson, it basically triggers the system to reteach it in like a lower grade. Like, so basically then like another video comes on where there's another teacher teaching the same lesson, but at like a lower grade level, if y'all understand what I'm saying. So then once it reteaches him the skills, then he retakes the assignment, I think, for like a better grade. And then it's self-paced. So he can take up to 6 classes. You can register him in classes out of sequence if you want. Which I actually like that. So if he finishes like his science class that he's taking now, once he finishes and meets his goal for that class and passes that class, he can like move on to like the next science class. But of course, like, they advise you to like take them in sequence. So I absolutely love that. So we're gonna try it for the next month to see how he do, because I told him it's either this or regular public school. So so I told him, like, right now you don't have time to be playing games. So you need to like get in here, do your work, look at these videos. If you don't understand something and you fail like an assignment, it's okay. Like, let the system just reteach it to you. and then we'll just, you know, we'll see from like there or whatever. So, oh, I forgot about this. Just talking. So anyway, so that has been what has been going on with my son. And it was literally like, y'all, at the spur of the moment. I had to like pull him out at the spur of the moment. It was just like, y'all, it was crazy. When I got that email from the when I got that email from those people, I had to literally wipe my glasses off. And I was looking like, okay, I know you lying. I know y'all are like lying to me. I know there's no way y'all awarded me $100. What am I gonna do with that? What am I gonna do with that? Nothing. Y'all, I was so mad. So it's just a shame how it's so crazy to me. Like, I understand that special needs children need, like, they need more assistance. Like, I totally get that. I completely understand. It's just, I think what I get so upset about is that, like, children, when they come into the world, they don't ask to be special needs, you know? And it's like, why do I feel like special needs children are like, they're being punished for being special needs? So I can't get a good education because I'm special needs. So in order for me to get a really good education, I need to like be born with a normal brain. And if I'm not born with a normal brain, I'm gonna have to pay for someone to help me so that I can learn. And to be honest with y'all, I'm not saying like that, I'm not saying like, oh, special needs children should go to school for free, or it shouldn't, but I'm just saying like, it costs y'all so much money. It's so ridiculous. Like, it costs so much money for like children that are special needs to be educated, which I just think it's just totally unfair. Like $20,000 a year, you know, or $30,000. And I've like, I've actually applied to some schools that the tuition was like it's ridiculous, y'all. Like $50,000 and stuff like that. And it's like, are y'all serious right now? Ooh, I want to use these butterflies. So there are going to be some I'm probably not going to use. Y'all know I'm so extra. Y'all know I'm like super, super extra. So I'll be like layering up every single thing. I do want to use this though. But I'm trying to see, because I do want to like layer this on top of this one. But I just, oh, y'all. And then the thing is, you don't even, when you have children, you don't know what your children is going to come out to be like. You don't really know until you start to see like the cognitive deficits and intellectual deficits. And then in order to even see that they have deficits, you have to like really be a parent that's paying attention to the developmental milestones, because sometimes some parents can miss those. And because I'm informed, I'm not gonna say like I'm like super educated more than other people, but because I'm well informed of like certain milestones that children should have, I was literally like, I told my mom, I was like, I think like he's delayed a little bit. And you know, doctors really don't like to they don't really like to like label children like immediately, which is understandable. They try to wait till like a child is like let's see. They try to wait till like a child is like a certain age before they just be like, okay, I think this child has like a developmental delay. Oh, I just broke that, y'all. I just broke that. I don't even want to use it now. Just gonna put it over here. But yeah, so yeah, they don't like to you know, diagnose certain children, well, children with certain things until they're like a certain age, you know. According to like the DSM and all that. So and when he was in school, I kept saying, I think something's a little off, because he wouldn't be, like most kids can trace. My son was not tracing. He was just like scribbling all over the paper. I'm like, boy, what are you doing? And it just took him so long to just like do work and stuff. So when I noticed that, I was like, I think something's like not right. And I just wasn't the type of parent where I'm like in denial of my child's education or educational deficits, cognitive, intellectual deficits. So it took me till he was 7 to literally get a diagnosis, which is crazy, because everyone that I went to was basically like, oh, we don't see anything wrong, blah blah blah. And the school he was going to was in denial too, like, oh, well, we don't see this in the classroom. And I'm just like, well, y'all know children are totally different in like certain environments, like, duh. So that's where we are now. And so that is like my update with my son's school. And now that he has to be in homeschool, now he has to start all over again. And what I mean by start all over again, he has to start over with 9th grade classes, because the classes that he were in were just general classes. They weren't specific classes. So therefore, everything he's taken like on his transcript or whatever, it doesn't count, because on his transcripts it just says like general math or reading, social studies. It's not specific. Ooh, child, y'all. So yes, I'm like flabbergasted. Okay, these do not want to come off. Okay, so I wanted to use some washi, some grid washi across here, and I don't even know, I don't even feel like getting it. That's just the thing. So, oh y'all, I forgot to do the whiteout. So yes, y'all, I cannot believe Okay, what is going on with my whiteout? So something's going on with my whiteout. It's weird. So that is what has been going on. So basically, instead of him graduating next year, well, in 2027, he won't be. So basically, he'll be in school another, it just depends on how fast he moves with these classes. He can still graduate in 2 years if he moves fast with the finishing like these classes, but I don't want to push him because, you know, my son, he does have like some intellectual deficits. So something that may take me 5 seconds to do, it takes him like a whole hour. And I don't want to put like pressure on him to like, to be like perfect, or to like, oh, you need to hurry up and do this and do that. The program is self-paced, so that's just what it's gonna be. So my mom was, of course my mom was upset. She was like, what? Like, yeah, it's so crazy. Y'all, I was literally shocked. Like, I was like shocked. Like, that whole week my head was hurting, y'all. It was crazy. Oh, come on. It's not wanting to come off. I think I even broke it. But anyway, so pretty much this is how it looks. So I actually love this. I forgot I even had this kit. So let me know in the comments how you like today's video. Make sure you check out Tailor Made Creative Planning and use my code to save 15% off. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.